Happy St. Patrick's Day. I feel like there are two types of people in this world on St. Patrick's Day, those who get drunk and those who don't. And it's very uncomfortable for those of us who don't get drunk to understand what the fascination is with getting absolutely positively smashed on a day when we celebrate another country's heritage. Like, Irish people aren't always drunk, that they couldn't run a country that way. So I'm really confused about why Americans insist on making every other country's holiday about drinking. No, think about it. Cinco de Mayo, drinking. St. Patrick's Day, drinking. The Queen's birthday, drinking. I mean, really, this is what Americans are known for. That's kind of sad. Start out on a weird way. I went to this fracking town hall the other night, Wednesday night, and I was so moved because I knew fracking was bad, honestly. Like, I know it's bad. I didn't know how bad it was and how much more supportive documentation is now out regarding fracking. Maryland had a ban on fracking for 2 years. It's up now. Trying to kind of sneak in to get rights to drill in the far western 2 counties, and possibly, the rest of the parts with different shale developments underneath them. And thankfully, all of this supporting documentation has come out regarding health issues, earthquakes, the non-safety and security of storing the water. But the fact that it hit me the deepest was that for each well that they drill, they use 5 million gallons of water. Why is that important? That's important because literally we are mostly in a drought region that had never, ever had drought issues before. And the mayor of the town of Bel Air actually said that they're investing in the ability to be able to safely store water for droughts because it's now become an issue. So while the irony being, while the town is working on trying to safely secure where we can put potable water in the event of a drought emergency, and then we're talking about people using 5 million gallons of water per well, which may not produce, because a lot of the ones on the western ends, they did research around the counties on the West Virginia and Pennsylvania borders, and the majority of those aren't actually producing. So they're deserted wells at 5 million gallons of water each wasted, because of the chemicals that they use. That water can't be cleaned out. It literally is toxic waste at that point. It's not usable ever again. It's not technically nuclear waste, but it is certainly toxic, because the companies don't have to disclose the chemicals that they use to drill because it's considered a trade secret, which it certainly is. That we wouldn't know how to clean it even if we had the technology to clean it, because we wouldn't know what to take out of the water. Because those facilities aren't managed after they're done, there really is no way to track the breakdown of the tanks that hold the water, because they put the disgusting sludge in a cement tank. Well, if you know anything about cement and construction, cement breaks down. And so while it only takes about 20 weeks to, drill a well and kind of clean and tidy the area, it takes only, they say, about 2 to 5 years for the cement to really break down, depending on the temperature. Now, if you know anything about Western Maryland, you know that we get very extreme temperatures. It could be like -30 and it could be really freaking hot. And so cement can't take that. And so the concerns, of course, are that these wells obviously are dangerous, are literally causing earthquakes. They have proof of that. The health components, not only for the groundwater and the aquifers in the area, but also the air pollution now that they're proving is probably more dangerous than the groundwater, because the groundwater hasn't been studied. They're able to study the air pollutants because it's so crazy that they're noticing it without actually having to study it. Also, the way that people are getting sick. Obviously, when this stuff happens, it affects the elderly, the young, and the pregnant the fastest. They're noticing asthma. They're noticing childhood leukemia. I mean, it's crazy. It's really bad. It's really bad. So in Maryland, they're going to hopefully approve another ban in the Senate within the next 2 weeks, because they have 3 weeks for the rest of the session. They've been told it will be voted on. It's not a guarantee, but it's crazy to think about how, when you have this much literal evidence, peer-reviewed, double studies, actual facts, that someone would want to do this. It kind of blows my mind. But the water thing hits home for me, because we're fighting for clean water at Standing Rock. We're fighting for clean water for, all the people that have, Flint, Michigan, and like, if we really have to take one thing away, it should be the water. Literally. And they've proven that it won't create the jobs that they say they will. The jobs for this type of facility are specialty jobs. They will be brought in, trained people, will destroy infrastructure. I mean, it's bad, dude. It's bad. And it really is a boom and bust cycle for the business. They come in, they drill, they get out, and that's it. Like this, that's it. There's a tremendous amount of money, because they want to export it now. They've actually invested, before they've even gotten rights to drill in Maryland, to export it through Maryland ports, which is scary, because that means even if they don't get drilling rights, they might get pipeline rights to export it through Maryland ports, which means even if we don't have the wells, we might actually have the pipelines with the gas, which is pretty dangerous as well. And actually, people in Frederick itself are having issues with that now. Joy. So that's been my crazy week. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're doing okay with the challenge, finding your themes. I hope you have a wonderful, lucky, fantastic green day. I'm wearing green pants, so just in case you're wondering, and my lucky panties, but they're not green. They're just lucky. I hope you have a great week. Dean is sick, and Nat wasn't here last night, so like, my heart, but I'll be home for most of the day today taking care of him and working on my insurance course. Yay! If you need anything, you know how to find me. I'm going to be doing some Q&A next week. I got just a few like hodgepodge questions that frequently asked questions. There you go. We'll be doing that next week. And I'm looking forward to the heat of spring. I love you guys. Have a good day. Don't drink too much. Please don't drink and drive. Don't drink and drive. All right. I love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.